W.E.B. Du Bois Legacy, Amenia Conferences, and Du Bois Forum. Imagine conversations so powerful they could reshape history, and the echoes of those discussions ringing out to inspire new generations. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. What happens when the legacy of civil rights giants becomes not just a memory, but a living, breathing tradition? This is the story unfolding in the Berkshires, where a forum pays tribute to the enduring influence of W.E.B. Du Bois, scholar, activist, and founding force behind the NAACP. Let's rewind to 1916 and 1933, when Du Bois and Joel Elias Spingarn invited forward-thinking minds to the scenic Troutbeck estate in Amenia, New York. Known as the Amenia Conferences, these gatherings weren't intended to create manifestos or academic treatises. Instead, they provided rare, intentional spaces for shared thought, where leaders could challenge one another, ignite debates, and inspire fresh ideas simply through proximity and conversation. It was a powerful model, emphasizing connection over concrete outcomes. Both Spingarn and Du Bois wore many hats: educators, activists, scholars, and advocates. But it's Du Bois' deep-rooted legacy in the Berkshires that continues to spark creativity and aspiration among modern scholars. Case in point, in 2021, decades after Du Bois' passing, a new chapter began. Tufts historians Dr. Kendra Terrafield and Dr. Carrie Greenidge, together with Pulitzer Prize-winning author David Levering Lewis, whose biography is considered definitive on Du Bois, founded the Du Bois Forum. This new initiative was crafted as a haven for artists, writers, and intellectuals, a space aimed at uplifting creative work and continuing the rich tradition of Du Bois' legacy. Participants engage in meaningful conversation, connect with peers, and honor the path set out by Du Bois and his contemporaries. In the beginning, it was very much a labor of love, shares co-founder Kendra Field. The early days of the forum echoed those original Amenia Conferences, small, spirited gatherings steeped in the legacy of Black intellectual tradition. Fast forward to today, and the forum has blossomed into an immersive weekend event, tracing Du Bois' influence across the Berkshires. This year's weekend kicks off on Friday, July 18th, featuring the 4th annual Du Bois Forum Roundtable and celebration at Jacob's Pillow in Beckett, Massachusetts. The opening roundtable, held from 4 to 5 p.m., welcomes an impressive lineup. Lonnie Bunch, Secretary of the Smithsonian, Duke University's Thavolia Glimpf, Brandon Terry of Harvard, Nathan Connolly from Johns Hopkins, and Elizabeth Hinton of Yale, joined by the forum's fellows. Expect author signings, acknowledgments of collaborative partners, and a celebratory performance from the Red Clay Dance Company at 5:30 p.m. The night wraps up with a ticketed dinner program from 7 to 9:30 p.m., featuring the forum's 2025 awards presentation. Honorees include Bunch, former Massachusetts Governor Deval Patrick and Diane Patrick, and Embrace Boston's Executive Director Imari Paris Jeffries. Saturday, July 19th invites the public to step into history with a free event, W.E.B. Du Bois and the Black Berkshires. This historical tour, from 12:30 to 3 p.m. in Great Barrington, Du Bois' hometown, takes visitors to key sites like James Weldon Johnson's writing cabin and the Clinton AME Zion Church, now the Du Bois Freedom Center. The highlight arrives at 2 p.m. with the unveiling of a new statue of Du Bois outside Mason Library, a project spearheaded by artist Richard Blake. The event will feature remarks by Deval Patrick and forum co-founder David Levering Lewis. And this is the part most people miss. Honoring Du Bois' memory isn't just about erecting monuments. It's about reclaiming space and legacy for a new generation. The weekend concludes on Sunday, July 20th, with a thoughtful panel discussion at Chesterwood in Stockbridge, titled W.E.B. Du Bois, Scholar, Artist, and Architect of the Civil Rights Movement. The discussion features contributors like sculptor Richard Blake, artist Delano Burrows, National Sculpture Society Executive Director Gwen Peer, and the forum's own Chad Williams and Francis Jones Sneed. Free and open to all, this event promises insight into Du Bois' role as a visionary thinker and creative force. But the forum's impact extends well beyond a single weekend. Throughout the year, it supports writers, artists, and scholars with programs like seasonal convenings, writing retreats, and skill-building workshops. These efforts foster a vibrant community dedicated to advancing African American history, celebrating culture, and nurturing the next generation of creative voices, very much in line with the legacy Du Bois envisioned. Controversial thought. Some might argue that commemorative events risk romanticizing the past rather than spurring real change. But is it possible these spaces can do both? Honor legacy while fueling innovation? As Dr. Field puts it, Du Bois was always ahead of his time. He moved with the current and constantly sought the next challenge. What do you think? Is it productive to celebrate history in this way, or should efforts focus more on contemporary challenges? Does Du Bois' influence still resonate today, or is it time to forge new approaches? Sound off in the comments with your take. For more details, check out duboisforum.com.